recent years, there has been a notable trend of confrontations with the police, particularly in encounters with amateur auditors and self-proclaimed constitutional scholars. While it is important to acknowledge that peaceful protests and the exercise of free speech are fundamental rights in democratic societies, it is also crucial to examine the negative effects that confrontational interactions can have on both law enforcement and the community at large. Confrontations with the police have the potential to escalate tensions and violence. When interactions become confrontational, emotions can run high, and both parties may feel threatened or provoked. This escalation can lead to clashes, physical altercations, property damage, and injuries to both law enforcement officers and civilians. Such instances can undermine the safety and well-being of everyone involved. Confrontations with the police can erode trust and cooperation between law enforcement and the community. Mutual trust and cooperation are vital for effective crime prevention, community policing, and maintaining public safety. When confrontations occur, the perception of law enforcement as protectors and allies may be compromised, hindering efforts to build positive relationships and work collaboratively to address community concerns. Confrontations can strain community-police relations, leading to a breakdown in communication and understanding. When confrontations dominate the narrative, it becomes challenging to engage in meaningful dialogue, problem-solving, and constructive reforms. The resulting divide between law enforcement and the community can impede progress in addressing systemic issues and creating safer communities for all. Confrontations with the police take a toll on the mental and emotional well-being of law enforcement officers. Facing hostile and aggressive behavior can cause stress, anxiety, and trauma. Continuous confrontations can impact their job satisfaction, morale, and overall effectiveness in serving and protecting the community. These negative effects can also trickle down to their interactions with the public, potentially further straining relationships. Confrontations with the police can sometimes overshadow the underlying issues that sparked the protests or demonstrations in the first place. The focus may shift from addressing systemic problems, advocating for justice, and seeking meaningful reforms, to the confrontational nature of the interactions. This diversion can hinder progress toward meaningful change and undermine the potential for constructive dialogue and collaboration. It is crucial to find alternative means of expressing dissent, engaging in dialogue, and advocating for change that promotes understanding, peaceful resolution, and positive community-police relations. Constructive conversations, community engagement initiatives, and the establishment of independent oversight mechanisms can help bridge the divide and address the systemic issues that contribute to these confrontations. One question that keeps popping up is that if there exist individuals that truly can do a better job, but choose not to do so, then are their efforts genuine or constructive, or do they simply perform for their own benefit? If an auditor is rewarded for negative encounters, then they will seek negative encounters. They do this without the willingness to serve. The reasons why some individuals who refuse to serve criticize those who do can vary, and it's important to note that not everyone who criticizes the police falls into this category. However, here are a few potential factors that could contribute to such criticism. Lack of understanding. People who have never served in law enforcement may have a limited understanding of the complexities and challenges that come with the job. Without first-hand experience or knowledge, they might rely on stereotypes, media portrayals, or anecdotal accounts that can skew their perception of the police. This lack of understanding can lead to misunderstandings and unfair judgments. Personal biases and negative experiences. Some individuals may have had negative experiences with law enforcement in the past, such as encounters that left them feeling mistreated, discriminated against, or frustrated. These experiences can shape their perception of the entire profession and influence their criticism. Personal biases and emotions can cloud objectivity and prevent them from acknowledging the diverse perspectives and experiences within the police force. Societal issues and systemic problems. Criticism of the police can also stem from larger societal issues and systemic problems. Police departments, like any institution, are not immune to flaws, and instances of misconduct or abuse of power can erode trust and fuel criticism. Some individuals may voice their concerns to demand accountability, transparency, and reforms within law enforcement systems. Political and ideological differences. Criticism of the police can sometimes be driven by political or ideological differences. Views on law enforcement can vary, depending on one's beliefs about the role of government, criminal justice, and societal structures. These differing perspectives can lead to criticism as individuals express their disagreement with certain policies or practices. Miscommunication and lack of dialogue. Sometimes, criticism arises due to miscommunication or a lack of open dialogue between the police and the community. When there is a breakdown in communication, misunderstandings can occur and tensions can rise. It is crucial for law enforcement agencies and the public to engage in constructive dialogue, actively listen to each other's concerns, and work together to find common ground and solutions. While constructive criticism is important for growth and accountability, it is essential to separate legitimate concerns from unfair generalizations. Encouraging open and respectful conversations can help bridge the gap between those who serve and those who criticize, fostering understanding and collaboration for positive change.